Oh, this is Mr. Hornsby 83 with another edition of Mr. Hornsby 83 reviews, which, like I said last night, I was going to do a review of this pay-per-view, Elimination Chamber, and pretty decent show. There are some things I wish would have been different on it, and I'll get to that later, but let's start out with Zack Ryder against Stardust on the pre-show, which, I really didn't pay too much attention to the match. I know Stardust ended up winning, and that was that. Then we got to the main card. We had the Elimination Chamber Tag Team title match, which was pretty good. I mean, there was a lot of highlight, there was a bunch of, highlight reels basically in it with, what what's the freaking name? With with El Torito coming off the cage. Also, before that, Kalisto came out and climbed the cage and dropped down on it eventually. And during the pre-show, you seen that New Day had all three members in it. And it came down to the two teams I picked to win this. I either had the New Day keeping the titles, or I had Primetime Players winning. And I was really rooting for the Primetime Players to win because, I want to see, the Primetime Players get the titles because I don't think they've ever had the titles before. But, New Day pulled it out, so either way I would have been right. I don't want to toot my own horn, but, Alright, next up was the, what was that? I think it was Neville. I guess no, that was later. I think it was Divas title match with Nikki Bella, Naomi, and Paige. And this is one of the things I wish they would have done differently. I wanted to see either Paige or Naomi win the frickin' titles. I'm getting frickin' tired of them Bellas. Bellas are just annoying. But Nikki Bella winning. Blah, who cares? I mean, I know, a YouTuber I follow on here, Mark Times, likes Nikki Bella, but I just don't see. I mean, yes, is she nice to look at? Yeah, but I just don't like her in the ring. I mean, she has improved a bit, but still blah. Next up, we got the biggest match on the card, basically. Well, not really, but, kinda. Kevin Owens versus John Cena, and trust me, if the outcome would have been different, I wouldn't be talking in a normal tone, and I'd be freaking yelling and screaming and ranting and raving. But it was a pretty decent match overall with Cena and Owens, and you even you seen Cena do some new moves. You seen Owens do a lot of his moves from his repertoire. He even pulled out the package pile driver, even though he had to modify it because WWE don't allow pile drivers. But yet, Undertaker can still do the tombstone pile driver. Makes no sense to me. But Kevin Owens won. I was really glad, really excited about that because I would have been freaking going off if Owens hadn't won. Next up was Neville against Bo Dallas. Pretty decent match. Neville wins. Pretty much Bo Dallas is pretty much just there to job to people. I think maybe they need to pair him up with Bray. I mean, they are brothers, and have him try to do what Bray does to be great. But who knows? So they got Bo with the inspirational stuff, and then you got Bray with the stuff that with what Bray talks about. But yeah, Bo Dallas loses again. Nothing new there. Then next up, we had the Intercontinental Elimination Chamber match, and this one was a pretty decent one too. I had figured it'd come down to Ryback and Sheamus, and again, this is another one I wish would have been different, but wasn't. I don't get it. I don't know. Ryback wins. You bring Sheamus back. You want to build him up to be this monster heel. I mean, the match was pretty good. And I'm not too mad about Ryback winning, but I feel Ryback's more of a U.S. champion type than a freaking Intercontinental champion type. But apparently they want to put the Intercontinental title on him. Daniel Bryan handing the belt. Hence, yes, yes, yes. Ryback says, you're not only an inspiration to all these people out here, you're an inspiration to the big guy. And then, you know, then you have Bryan doing the feed me more stuff. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know if maybe they're just going to have Sheamus win Money in the Bank because they showed that Sheamus was going to be in the Money in the Bank. They got Sheamus, Kofi Kingston, trying to remember all the other guys. I think Randy Orton might be in it too. I don't know. But yeah. And then also they went on, announced the big news that John Cena and Owens will be facing each other again at Money in the Bank. So not gonna be a title match. It's gonna be the rematch. Cena will probably win here, and then they probably won't fight again until SummerSlam, where I think Kevin Owens might win the U.S. title, but who knows? It's this John Cena, and you know, I don't know. Next up, we had the WWE World Heavyweight Title match. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. And earlier in the night, they had Triple H tell Roman Reigns he can't officially be down there and this and that. Kane's down there officially, and if Roman Reigns gets involved in a match, Dean Ambrose gets disqualified, which this match was not bad. I mean, even with the shenanigans, it was a pretty decent match, and I didn't like the outcome because it's kind of, you know, but I get where they're going with it. They're going with them two going out at Money in the Bank, and I think Dean Ambrose will win there, get the championship, because this feels like a Rock, you know, Mankind feud back in '99 when Rock and Mankind were feuding for the title. Actually, late '98, early '99, because then it went on to Stone Cold and Rock, and it went on to Stone Cold and Undertaker. But yeah, I mean, the match was decent. I think what they're setting up is, though, it's going to be like Rock, man, where they're going to play hot tail with the title. I think what's going to happen, Money in the Bank, Rollins loses to Dean Ambrose. Then we go to Battlegrounds, and Rollins gets the title back from Ambrose, and then he goes on to face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. I don't know if he'll win, if he loses. And, you know, I want to talk about the way they book Seth Rollins. A lot of people think they're WWE sabotaging him. I honestly don't think they're trying to sabotage him so much. They're trying to make him look like a heel, like, they want him to be a heel, but here's the thing. I think what somebody in back WWE was probably like, Vince McMahon probably, here's a good idea. Let's make him need help every title match. Let's make him be a punk. And that's a brilliant idea. Because, WWE's done this before in the past with guys. I mean, I think they did it with The Rock a couple times. TNA did it with Magnus. I really don't think they're trying to sabotage him. But they may not be trying to, but they are in a way, but they don't know they're sabotaging him. So, pretty much, I don't know if I missed anything. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the pre-show with Miz. Going Miz TV, having Daniel Bryan on there, and Daniel Bryan, like I already said, told everybody he was going to hand the Intercontinental title to whoever won, which it ended up being Ryback. And I think what's going to happen here, it's either going to come down to Sheamus taking the IC belt off of him, or Bray Wyatt taking the IC belt off of Ryback. I think he'll hold it probably till, I'll give him till Battlegrounds, maybe SummerSlam to hold it. I mean, like I said, they've been pushing him for a while, and he's, getting very popular with the fans, although I don't care too much for Ryback. I wanted Sheamus to win, but also, why did you have Mark Henry freaking in the freaking Intercontinental title match? You had a bunch of other guys who deserved it more than freaking Mark Henry. You had Bray Wyatt sitting back there, had nothing to do on this pay-per-view. You had a bunch of other guys that could have done this. But, you know, overall the pay-per-view wasn't bad. And I kind of added some things because, you know, it seems like, unless I've missed a match, it seems like there wasn't many matches on this card. You know, because like I said, they had the match with Zack Ryder and Stardust, tag title match. They had, I pretty much covered every match. But yeah, that'll do it. I am done till Father's Day. Nothing next week or nothing. I wouldn't even did this if one, if it would have turned out to be bad. And two, I'm not saying it was great. It was a pretty decent one, but and two, you know, especially if Cena would have freaking beat Owens, I was gonna turn it off if Cena would have beat Owens. I wouldn't have watched the rest of the pay-per-view. But that'll do it. Catch y'all later. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe. Check out my Facebook fan page. I do post stuff on it. I try to be consistent, but sometimes I'm not consistent. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.